Welcome to the Windows Computer and Technology channel, and I had a interesting question today. I don't think we have really talked about this in a video in the past. It has to do with sharing your internet connection with neighbors and other people, say in an apartment building, or if the house and the routers are well placed, it could be, next door neighbors and so on. Of course, family members of all kinds. Is there a danger in sharing your internet connection? Often it is done to save cost. You might actually even share the cost of the internet bill divided by a certain number of people. So the question comes because the viewer wants to do this to share the cost, and he said that somebody told him it's dangerous, you shouldn't do it. So, how dangerous is it, and what could happen with sharing your internet connection from your ISP? So, in the case where you can do this, the dangers come in a couple of forms. One, they come in the fact that if not set properly, you could be victim of having malware or all sorts of problems, or even snooping of your own PC with other people being on the same connection, on the same router. Now, this can be mitigated very easily. First of all, you can just go into your internet connection, you right click on it, you go to Network and Internet Settings, and when you go to your Wi-Fi settings or network settings, just make sure that you change, if you are on a private network, change that to a public network. What that will do is that your device becomes invisible on the network. So connections between computers are now not allowed. And everybody that is on that same router should all be on public networks. So this isolates everybody, and it makes sure that they can't connect to your system or you can't connect to their computers. So this is the first thing that should be done. That would be very, very important to do so. If you do share, what other problems could arise from your internet connection being shared? Well, it has to do with content online. There is monitoring of content when you go online for purposes of basically, making sure that you're not doing bad things with your computer. So it comes in twofold. A computer that would send out too many requests and use specific ports could actually be flagged to a point where your internet service provider might say, we think that computer is sending out spam or is sending out, is a bot. And they could technically say, we're cutting your internet connection because, if that's not fixed. Now, that would be in the case where somebody would be infected with malware on their PC, for example. That could happen. But the biggest problem probably comes from the actual use of the internet. If anything illegal is being done on a specific computer on that internet sharing, well, who will be traced as doing the bad, stuff? It's the owner of the account. So what's going to happen is if, for example, you share with your next door neighbor looks at illegal, porn stuff, or maybe downloads illegal movies online. Well, if a company somewhere or if law enforcement somewhere wants to crack down, well, the only information that we'll get once they look at who is behind the IP address is you. So sharing is not a bad idea to cut cost, but it comes at the price that you might have to make sure that you can trust whoever is sharing with you. And it comes down to that. So make sure you trust the people. Make sure that they don't do, illegal stuff on their computers. And if you do trust these people, then the best bet is to simply go and make sure that your connections are all going to be in the public network so that nobody can actually see what you're doing, and the other way around. There are, depending on the device that you use as a router, mitigation efforts there too. Some routers actually have more than one connection. They have what's called a guest. Then, if that happens, if you use a router that has guest capability, you could actually assign your neighbors as guests. And that kind of separates the main connection from your computers on the internet and network with other users. And that is also a good thing because it separates its users and makes sure that they don't see whoever else is connected. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.